Hello, and welcome back to the Quad Life. Well, you find me here on my bike again. It's just the best place to do a video, it seems like. Well, it's been a few weeks again since I've done anything for Quad Life updates, and, well, it's been a busy few weeks to say the least. Probably about a month ago, more than that, late May, I had some infections that I was dealing with and had some antibiotics and everything got cleared up. So thankfully that seems to be good now. But during part of that, I was unable to do the bike here for a couple weeks, which doesn't help my circulation to say the least. And then about 2 weeks ago now, my dad and I went on a trip out to Galesburg, Illinois, and went to a model train show, which was fun. I mean, we liked doing that, and glad to be able to go. But when we got back, we noticed that the dressing on one of my pressure areas for my skin was maybe not quite the way it should have been. So, unfortunately, that area went from looking pretty good to now being about double the size it was. So, therefore, I need to be real careful about getting protein in, and I especially need to get more on the bike here, as it helps my circulation quite a bit, and that my legs moving around is good. And also the electrodes give my muscles stimulation. So I'm trying to make sure I get on it as much as possible. And hopefully that will help more, but it will take a little while to see. And unfortunately, that means I may cut out some of the activities I had planned for the summer. We'll see, but it is only early July yet, so I have some time before it gets cold again. So we'll see how that goes at least. So for other news, I also am making progress on my trach. So, for recap, in late November of 22, I was having trouble with my trach button and ended up basically having emergency switch back to my trach. And it took a couple months, but I got a new trach button ordered in March and didn't hear anything about it till finally about early July. I called and said, what's going on here? And finally, a couple weeks later, I finally got my new trach button supplies, and they're a lot longer than my previous button was. So I'm really wondering how they're going to work. But as of this recording, next week, I have an appointment with my doctor to finally get rid of the trach again and hopefully go back to a button. So for the last 7+ months, been having a lot of trouble with more junk in my lungs and with not sleeping real well at night, that I don't breathe as well, and my oxygen levels are getting a little bit lower. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully being able to get back to a button again. If not, then, well, I can't, but I'm praying everything goes well next week, and that, at least for my neck is concerned, that everything should work out pretty good. And also, finally, next week, or just a few days from when this should be going out, my parents get to go on vacation again. So we all get to have the house to ourselves, or I get to have the house to myself, and they get to go and do whatever they wish. So that's always a fun time, and that we get away from each other for a while, which is a good thing. So that's about it for this update. Say, living the quad life for anyone, everything has its ups and downs, to say the least. And so I've had a kind of a down as far as my skin problems go, but having an up for my neck and hopefully making better progress on it. And so we'll see what it goes from there. But it looks like my time of biking has gone a little bit longer than usual, so I will bike on out of here and see you next time. But bye for now, and thanks for watching.